it is iYikkam time again. So after I share the informations on the toes pointing outward for the iYikkam practice, I have tons of messages asking me different questions and discussing. Okay, so today I'd like to show you or share with you the following, which is related or respond to the messages which is coming to me. Okay, number one, I must clarify that I share the positions of the feet pointing outward or straight or outward, depend on your body, instead of pigeon toe inside. That is just the feet positions, the feet part of the 7 bowls. It doesn't cover everything. So do not expect that just by doing this different positioning of the feet, one get everything fixed. No, it's not fixed. Okay. So if you look at my book, okay, this one. Okay, I try to cut everything down to give you the minimum but the important critical key in this page. Okay, so the feet is only here and the weight and so forth. So this is in the page 69 here. Okay, this is the chapter about flexible body, which introduce you to different key basic which is needed. The feet pointing this is just a part of that. Okay. Now, so we get that clear. We make that clear there. Now, there are 3 things which is I found in all the discussions with all the Wing Chun friends that I like to raise today. Okay. Number 1, please follow the instructions, be in the book or be in the video. Okay. Follow instruction meaning go step by step until we get it every step. Don't go to next steps. Okay. Again and again, I like to share that one cannot just read some books and have the information thinking one know about it. As in other YouTube, I share about this experience ground. It is not about just getting information, jump steps. Okay. And it is very common, like people in high tech know that customers do not like to read instruction manual, okay, and do not like to follow step by step. In the practice of Wing Chun, if we don't follow step by step, that is trouble. We cause ourselves trouble. Okay. So that's number 1. Please follow step by step. Make sure one get it before go next step. If one do not get it, then ask for help, okay? Or ask for clarifications, okay? So that's number 1 important. Otherwise, we're going to spend time circle the whole, running the circle and do not get anything off, okay? The second thing is this. The second thing is not get off tangent, okay? Many people have some informations. Say we talk about this toe point up informations, and then they go run off tangent. Okay, and based on what they practiced before, they took whatever this toe pointing out concept, go run off tangent. For example, people told me this. They say that, if I put my toe here, when I inhale, I can feel my forceful. Now, how is it possible? Or how is that related? Breathing is the breathing element, force flow in the force flow element. How the world is when you inhale, you feel the force flow element. Okay? So it go off tangent. Okay? And then when it comes to the testing of the twirl, then somebody wrote me, oh, if I make the stand is wider, then I can twirl better. Well, again, this is run off tangent, okay, off topic. So the second key is make sure one is within the boundary of the content or what the subject is discussed or instruct. Do not go on one's own to go anywhere, everywhere, okay? Scattering around. Those type of stuff cause problem. In fact, it's a simple style. If one follow instruction, not going off topic, one will get it. Just doing step by step, okay? Now the third thing is a really serious issue in Chinese martial arts. When one talk about one thing, then you can see all kinds of philosophical using Chinese term to debate and so forth, while the guy who used the term doesn't understand what it is. So I'm talking about this feet pointing out. And then I received a whole bunch of message about iYikkam, this. You know, why do we want to define whatever other people already defined it? Whatever we talk about this Chinese term, semantic or language or anything, do we really understand what we are doing? Okay? If we don't, then don't use it. So let's get into the bottom line of iYikkam. Start with Wing Chun Kick. What is Wing Chun Kick? Wing Chun Kick is a sticking body short strike up. Close sticking body short strike up. Wing Chun Kick is known to have narrow stance and short bridge. Okay? Wing Chun Kick is known to be able to issue inch power or short power, close range power. That's what Wing Chun Kick is about. Now, iYikkam is supporting the so-called narrow stance, the narrow stance of Wing Chun. Okay, it is a sticking body short strike up with a narrow stance. iYikkam is to support that. Is the kungfu of Wing Chun to support that. Okay? So, iYikkam is a narrow stance. iYikkam will never be like this, never be like that. Like this. Okay? It is an equal shoulder stand as per the writing of the iYikkam in the 1840s. And we know the reason of it is called kamyong is the weight placed on toward the young side of the legs, of the feet, the young side of the feet. So the weight placed toward the young side of the feet to have balance. That is the very basic narrow stance and the weight placed to the towards the young side of the feet. Now, if you want to get into the iYikkam shooting tao quit or the practice, let's go up to the chi flow level. It said that when one doing that, one's yang meridian chi is going to flow from head down to the feet. So an advanced iYikkam practitioner will be able to experience the three yang meridians or the chi flow from the top of the head via the three yang meridians going down to the feet. That is what iYikkam is. And so the same thing, if one have that smooth flow of the 3 yang meridian going down to the feet. When one handle the action-reaction force, it will be really smooth because qi flow is used to fine-tune the handling of the force and the force flow, or today we call it action-reaction force. And you can see that from the physical element, you go up to the qi flow element, to the force flow element. Everything is well defined. Okay? So if we want to use the term iYikkam, we better know this thing. It is a narrow stance because it has to support the sticking body short strike art or Wing Chun. Okay? And of course, it has to be mobility with the narrow stance. The second, it has to have a smooth, the 3 yang meridian flowing down, 3 yin meridian flowing up to support the inch power or the action-reaction force handling per today's language. That's all. Okay? So why is this? Why is this feet going up here? That is to support the narrow stance, to support the 3 yang meridian flowing down, and the force flow, and the mobility. Okay? So that is the kungfu developed within the iYikkam. Okay? If you have a 3-set system, iYikkam sets, and it is the first part of the iYikkam 4-part iYikkam. That's what it developed the kungfu of the body. Now, if one don't develop that, we can go sit down there in the coffee shop. We can keep argue, debate for 100 years or 5 lifetimes, going to go nowhere. Because one need to know, okay? One need to know how to do it. It's very simple. You want to do this way and summon evoke your yang meridians going down. To check that, or you want to do this to check that, and you can find out. What is problem is people never get this far. Their feet is not in the physical part, thus they do not understand what is loose, and they never go this far to have the yang meridian can go down, or the yang qi flow can going down. And then it's for sure guaranteed when that is not handled properly, the action-reaction force, the body, the below body, the rhythm body will not be able to handle properly because this 6 core element, this is human. Okay? So do not go debate or argue on things one don't know. Why do I need to defend myself? I don't defend myself when I go to see different teacher. Because I'm there to learn. I'm there to understand what is going on. Like there is a book called by Covey, 7 Effective Habits for Successful People. One, listen. Try to understand before one other people to understand us. Okay? So I was given that book when I was a rookie design engineer. Okay? Listen to what the guru says, and then you think about it. They might be wrong, but you think about it. You know what exactly it is. Instead of you hear somebody say something, right away you go debate. Debate for what? Okay? So is it real that the 3 yang meridians stuff? Sure, I can show you here. Okay? Let me enter into the 13th state. back off my practice just now, you see I stand when I enter into the mind element state and breathing state, right away my spine straighten up automatically. Okay, that is entering at the, actually going up to the breathing level already, because that is what it means at the 10th state. Okay, which is in the chi element. When you're breathing, you get into chi. Your body actually, the chi surface. Okay, when the chi surface, your spine straighten up by itself. Like what? When people sitting in meditation, when the chi is filled and the surface, it just straighten out. You don't have to do anything. Naturally straighten up. And after that, when I do this, actually the yang meridian going downward, and then the yin come up. And you can feel, you can see my body swaying a little bit. Is that a big deal? No, it's not a big deal. Anybody with 100 days of serious training will has to be able to get here. Okay? This is nothing to do with a story or a legend far, far away in a galaxy far, far away. A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And this is not about Red Book 1840. It is today, 2060 in Silicon Valley. You can get this. It's just simple process. The issue is that can one do that? Can one train with it? Okay? So, find out what it is. Then you can debate. You can debate anything you like. But if we don't find out what we are, what's the point? Okay? Now, another thing. You saw me get into the 13th state. And then, on this what I call it, the feet pointing up. You want to test it? Let's get an elliptical to test it. Okay, I say that when we do this, the yin can sing and yang the yin raise and the yang sing. Okay, with this type of feet. Let's go on the elliptical. Okay, again, don't do what I'm doing because there's a lot of training there, okay? Now, if we do electrical here, majorly, okay? Look for yourself. How is your feet position is? Is that this way, close to this way, or this way, or this way? Okay? When you do this thing, naturally, without every 7 ball of your body is relaxed, loose. Which way? Is it this way, close to this way, or straight, or close, or pigeon toe? Try it. Let your body tell it. This is modern technology. Well-designed elliptical machine. Okay. Now, I chose this one. Why? Because I wanted to test in the narrow stance, not the wide stance elliptical. It tells you your body. Okay? Now, I can put the Wing Chun mechanics of the core and the short, the mechanical advantage and close to the waist, okay, the King Chung Sang Fat, into this practice. Notice my elbow. Notice my body actually is twirling a little bit. And I have to be in a balanced state. Okay? So, what I'm training here, apply there. What I'm training in this internal, the chi flow, apply there. Okay? So the practice is one. There's no two. Everything is one. You train this way. You train this way. When you train in here, it's the same. If you want to talk about dynamic in real fighting, again, Wing Chun is sticking body short strike. If it will not be able to do it here, the axis cannot be balanced. How good is that? Not to mention when we go the plum flower steps. If the body is not conditioned that way, in the shooting way, are we going to do this? Practice this way, and then cheese out this way, and then punching this way, and then expect to go this close, mobility, and expect be able to handle in the momentum of motion, in the agile dynamic way with the Wing Chun mechanics. It has to make sense. Whatever one thing do, whatever one thing which is one do it in the daily, including in the sleep. That is called developing the skill of shooting power. It is not you do this, you practice chi sao this way, you punching this way, and then you stepping this way, and you're expecting sticking body short strike fighting, and in dynamic you have to go this way. Okay? Of course the 7 balls all is here. It depends on how you handle. So this is to share with you. Let's don't keep fantasizing or thinking long time ago in a galaxy far away, or 1840, or the king of kungfu. Those things doesn't exist today. We live here today. We need to be pragmatic. We need to live as a normal, ordinary human being. There's no king of kungfu here, no king of a best fighter here. We just normal human beings, and we want to get result from the shooting power we practice, because we invest in it. Using today's term, you invest in it, it has to get a return. It has to have result, and we can use it every day. That's what it is about. So this is to share with you today. Hopefully you see that. Beside the ancient, the 613, the 6th, 12th, and 13th state, you verify it with modern tools. Okay, this is a modern design sport tools, exercise tools, fitness tools. Everything is one. Okay?